Hello everybody, welcome
Hello.
back to Digital Eclipse Streams. Today we'll be streaming Contra games, continuing our tradition of short form games we think we can get through in less than an hour.
Or just fall shy of getting through.
Just fall short. Yeah, that seems to be our MO.
Why'd you pick Contra this week?
Oh, again, there's a couple reasons. One is like it is a game that we can play through this if it goes well in 30 minutes. So I'm hoping we'll get to Contra for our first half, and then we'll do Super C for the second half, which you can also finish in about 30 minutes. And also because I want to continue the tradition of playing games that I hope publishers will take notice and let us make collections of.
Well, this is a good one to pick because there's been a lot of games of the Contra series, but for me, it really started. I remember it being in the arcade, but it really started for me on the NES. Particularly because I just thought this is one of the most beautiful NES games at the time. I love these backgrounds, the tiles that are in here, the colors that were used, and everything like that. And it was also a two-player at once game, which a co-op game like this was kind of rare at that time, and then became more and more prominent on the NES. I think after Contra and Ikari Warriors and stuff like that. So should we just go ahead and start?
Yeah, we can start. I mean, this game, it's got really tight controls. Kevin and I were talking about this earlier. Like, there aren't a whole ton of run-and-gun games. This really kind of created this genre, Contra. I mean, of course, originally in the arcade, and then the home console versions. And it's a reasonable adaptation, right?
Yeah. Nostalgia might be speaking to me right now, but I prefer it over the arcade version.
They have different strengths, I think.
They do.
And people remember this being a very hard game. We're actually not playing, of course, with the 30 lives. You can input the Konami code on the title screen and play with 30 lives. You don't need it. It's not a difficult game.
Nah. Although I will make it look difficult.
I will not shoot this. Well,
I did.
When we were testing our audio levels, I forced Mike to get that power up, and he was not happy about it.
I'm fine with it. After using it for a second there, I was like, okay, this isn't so bad. Oh, now I'm bad. That was a epic new fail.
Again, this game, much easier single player, so we're likely going to get each other killed a bunch here.
There you go.
What?
What?
I've never seen it bounce. That was super weird.
It was like, no. I know you want this, but no.
Yeah, that was really strange.
That was exhibiting some awesome behavior. It's like it hit something.
Yeah. We're adding new features to the game just for the stream. You want R with laser, or I can take R?
You can take it.
R, a lot of people didn't understand the effect of that. It makes your bullets move faster, and it does stack with other power-ups. So, like, my machine gun bullets are now moving faster.
Which I think was the inspiration for Gunstar Heroes combo stuff, if I recall correctly, because they're huge fans of Contra.
Right.
Also just remember being amazed at how good the rocks look like.
Yeah, I know. It's a great example of like a tile set that can repeat a pattern very well, but doesn't seem very repetitive.
Yeah.
Laser is like the pro weapon in this game. Of course, the
oh no,
super powerful, easy to use weapon is the spread shot.
Yep.
It kind of set the standard for spread shots.
Whoops, I died. Man, dying on the first stage.
This is really bad. I'm already at game over.
Oh.
So you said something about 30 minutes, but I'm baggage.
Well, you can. I just got an extra life if you want to jump back in.
So how do I do that again?
Just press the A button,
Yeah,
and
okay.
you will take one of my lives and show up. I can probably still get through the game if you leave me a life or two.
Well, I should have. Jesus. I just want to make it hard for you, Ian.
All right. Well, added challenge is always welcome. Like I said, this is kind of an easy game.
Now
streaming always divides your attention, so it makes it a little tricky.
It does. I always loved these sections. It blew my mind that this perspective and everything like that could exist, and then you run into the hallway and stuff. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Atari had done something with, I think it was Zybots, that was very similar. But this was just great. That sound it makes when you hit something like that.
It's really satisfying.
It is.
Konami, it was used in multiple Konami games.
That one right there?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's actually a really cool mix of. This is gonna sound weird. So the what was the Xbox version? Oh shoot! No, this thing got the power up. The Xbox version of Herodias or Automadius, it was called, one of the really modern ones, which was kind of stupid because it was like the sexy anime girl ship one.
Yeah.
Which is really weird and awkward, and it was clunky. It didn't play very well either. But it came with like a 20 or 25 year like soundtrack and mixes of songs from all their like Gradius style games over the years. And had a really cool mix of a Gradius song that like actually used the damage sound effect as an instrument.
Oh, that's awesome.
Maybe I'll share that with you after this stream here.
I just have memories of playing this after school with a friend of mine from junior high and just playing non-stop. And as far as I don't recall ever getting as good as doing it in 30 minutes, but like at some point you just
start... it's not a super long game.
No,
right?
It's not.
I could be off about 30 minutes, but it's a short one. That's what I remember.
But it's funny because like looking at it so clean now. Back then though, when this was on a composite screen, like it looked like it had so much color. Like those things that were coming away from there, I always thought were like it looked like there was every shade of blue in it when it was coming at you. And it still looks cool. Just fancy and clean now.
Well, even if we don't get through it, we can get. Even if they don't get to Super C, I'm sure we can get through Contra.
I'm sure.
Maybe this will be a 2-part stream, and we'll stream Super C in a few weeks or whatever after the holidays.
Yeah.
We're probably not going to be streaming through the holidays.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, we'll stream next week and we'll stream the Friday before.
Well, for kids these days, this water effect that's happening here is what's referred to as color cycling, where they just cycle basically 3 colors and change their index positions in the palette to make it look like there's movement by drawing sequential bands of color in different patterns like they're doing here. You could get almost the impression that this water is flowing. Oh, nice. Such an important trick back then because you really couldn't draw or redefine graphics on the fly very quickly. But you could change colors really quick.
I love how this scuba guy is just in the water.
I know, he's just like
halfway up the waterfall. He's pedaling really fast.
Hey guys, I think I got him. If I could just stop for a second to shoot.
Now I got the spread gun, which is the
that's the key to everything.
So that'll carry us for a while. Although, you know, I do actually like the machine gun weapon a lot. It's not terrible against this boss. I say as I'm going to pass up this machine gun power up and try to keep spread going. Basically, right now my objective is to get another extra life, so Mike can come back in and then die immediately.
Yeah, that's what I will do. I can guarantee it.
This is a terrible stage. This is like the worst stage for multiplayer because you scroll this screen.
Yeah, exactly. You ruin it for the other person.
It's kind of best that we parted ways briefly.
The spread shot is so satisfying. It was that same kind of feeling I had whenever I would get like 2 ships in Galaga. It's just like, like I'm unstoppable. This guy is so cool. This alien.
The design was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if we get to the second one, they kind of revisit this guy.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like, talk about the enemy design differences between the games. Because this game is more like sort of mechanical enemies and like weird alien enemies. You know, of course, H.R. Geiger or Giger, or however he says, is a big inspiration for the design in these games. But the second one sort of went a little bit more organic and almost like horror themed. Like there were a lot of like human skulls and stuff in the enemy design. It was kind of cool.
Contra 3 was on Super Nintendo, right?
Yep, that's right. And then 4 was a DS game, although there were a whole bunch of PS1, PS2, and then a Genesis game or two in there too.
Hard Bloodline? No, Hardcore.
Hardcore was the Genesis one.
Bloodline was the Castlevania Genesis.
That's true. One of my favorite games, which is actually really underappreciated, is a PS3 download-only version of this game called Hardcore Uprising.
Oh wow!
And it was a little different mechanically, but it hit the same beats, and it was really well produced. And it had beautiful 2D art. I think it was done by Arc System Works.
Oh, awesome.
But I don't think it was commercially very successful, which is too bad, because it was kind of like Contra's last hurrah back in the day.
Well, for a long time, and I even now a little bit, but you see like games like Super Time Force and stuff like that kind of bring it back a little bit.
Yeah,
but
I mean, definitely this is a game that inspired many, many, many people.
Yeah.
I got an extra life if you want to.
I'm going to let you keep going here because I know how this will end if I jump in.
Okay.
Almost past that point of like, you're in the groove now. I'm not yet.
Sure.
I'll bring you down.
I don't mind going the whole way if that's what we're doing. I just don't want you to be bored. It means you have to provide the commentary.
See, I'm weighing the boredom of the audience against my boredom.
Well, again, this is something I talked to with Kyle a lot. Is people tune into streams to watch people fail. They don't tune in to watch them succeed.
Well, then maybe I'll join in a moment and give the audience what they want. All of Steven.
What do you think, Steven? Should Mike rejoin the gameplay here? Make it that much harder on us?
He's probably like too busy. I'm reading email right now.
He's watching the Capcom coverage.
He's watching the Capcom coverage.
Competition. Oh, since I'm kind of stuck under this turret fire here, I should mention we need people. You might be watching this on YouTube. We need people to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So if you're watching us on Twitch, try to get to our YouTube channel and give us a subscription. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. We need 100 subscribers so we can have a non-stupid URL.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That's our major milestone. And usually we won't be the type who will bug you for subscriptions, but we actually need it for something right now.
There you go.
And we're going to be talking about, might as well talk a little bit about now, but we definitely want to start incentivizing people to follow. And so we'll be talking about prizes and stuff like that.
Yeah, we might be doing
soon.
a contest.
Yeah. Seems to be the easiest way to bribe people to follow us. Give away something.
Also, if you like something we're streaming and you think Digital Eclipse should do a version of it, like, comment, subscribe. We're showing this stuff to publishers to try to get this stuff greenlit for us.
Because if we can get 3 people to say do a Contra collection,
that's all it
maybe
takes.
we can greenlight this. No, but what we've learned actually is when we do this.
Oops! That's terrible.
Even while we're streaming and even when it's up there for a little bit, it doesn't necessarily mean that like we have to have a lot of people watching it when we first do it. But then later on, it seems to catch on. Like Power Stone, a lot of people responded to Power Stone.
If you want us to make a Power Stone collection, please like our Contra video.
Yeah. And then if you want some other collection, like our Power Stone
make a
video
suggestion.
again.
You can ask for games that we'll stream. We're accommodating. We just love classic games like you guys do. That's the whole point.
And to us, if the more we can do to encourage people to basically experience these games again, or to remember, or to kind of like get nostalgic about these games again, and help us make a case for doing more collections around these things, we'll do it together. And everybody comes in the stream and joins us, and we'll find out, and based off the feedback people give us and everything like that, we can put together proposals and stuff for other publishers, and try to entice them into making game collections. Stuff we love to do. There's that scuba diver. Although this looks kind of cold here.
He's like the snow trooper.
Yeah, he's like the snow trooper. He's kind of cool. That's a cool gun, though. His little fountain gun.
Yeah, it goes up and crush your dog.
Now, this was actually...
Another cool effect coming up you can talk about here.
Oh, yeah.
Remember this thing?
Did it make you nervous? Looks like it's hitting me, right?
It really does. Now, that's funny because this game has a lot... It's like a spiritual successor to Green Beret or Russian Attack.
Yeah, we were talking. Kevin and I were talking about that lunch too. Like maybe we should stream Russian Attack. It's a pretty cool game.
That's one of the
nobody
earliest
knows.
Yeah.
Right. It's not a really well known title.
That was the first game I played on Nintendo.
Is it? Oh yeah, like Bill back there was saying it's the first game we played on Nintendo. I remember that was kind of my earliest recollection of a run and gun. I don't think they're.
And you mostly didn't have guns in.
Yeah, you mostly did not.
It's a run and stab.
You had the knife, and then you would get like a rocket launcher, and you get like all that kind of stuff. But I remember like those boss battles that would basically be like a truck coming in and basically dispensing enemies continuously. That same effect here with like what we just saw there with that boss. Or sub-boss, or whatever you want to call it.
See if I can avoid screwing this up. I remember the last time I played this game, this boss just wrecked me for no reason. Like, it's not a very hard boss, but I just got out of the zone.
Yeah. It's pretty cool because, like, if you notice...
I did die, but I think I got him. Nope. Almost.
Usually when a boss like this comes up, the mountains and whatever the scenery in the background kind of goes off screen because they're actually using the screen to draw the boss. Because
I thought you were going to talk about that for the cars.
It's the same, same thing with the cars, and so.
This is the first stage where Contra actually gets hard.
Yeah. And this is kind of what. Isn't the first stage of hardcore kind of based off this stage in a way?
Yeah, it kind of is. I remember that. Yeah, totally.
It's another great tile set.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of varied levels too. Yeah, like Bill's talking about.
But like the glowing on the foreground element and all that stuff, and then the shadow kind of on those like ladder-looking things underneath. It's just amazing.
Oh come on!
Great colors.
This football robot with a turret is really resistant.
I always like Konami's character design too because the system's really limited. Is it just like the Game Boy with like 10 sprites per line kind of thing? What is it?
Something like that.
Yeah. And so you can only draw so many sprites on a horizontal line.
Pixel perfect jump I'm gonna blow here.
And I'm getting quiet for this one.
Oh, I made it. Oh man.
And so they would design these characters, and if you look across their games, Russian Attack, Green Beret, even Double Dribble, the character designs are all kind of consistent. Like their proportions are all pretty much there, and you never saw this kind of proportion. Usually, they would try to make characters super deformed or small to kind of fit within the limitations of the platform. But Konami figured out how to do this without sacrificing too much.
Well, they consistently used the NES had the double tall sprites.
Yeah.
So all of their games use like 8x16 sprites.
Yep. Which still had the horizontal restriction, but you had the benefit of the speed and the number of sprites you could have.
Ah, come on.
Totally.
Get in sync.
Oh, man.
One more. Nope.
And again, these are tiled flames.
There we go. Oh! I just walked right into it. I'll take the shortcut.
Oh, don't do that, Ian.
I should have done it the first time.
I wish you could blow these things up.
That'd be too easy. Ah, shucks. Is that the end?
That is the end.
All right, we'll continue. I got Mike for a little bit.
Yep. Here we go.
Again, the first hard stage.
Bill, don't say that. You ruined it. Now I'm just going to wreck everything.
Is that like a machine gun?
Go ahead. Oh, I ducked.
Yeah, those guys shoot fast.
I thought I was ducking.
It was me. I'm Blue Pants.
Yep. But I think this is weird. I'm out. I thought I was ducking.
Well, it could be a controller problem.
I am calling it a controller problem, but
it
might not be. It might just be a brain problem.
Of course, the characters' real names, people probably don't remember this. I am Bill Mad Dog Riser, and you were Lance Scorpion Bean.
Oh man, you can only imagine like if somebody in the U.S. were to make characters with Japanese names, like I'm sure they're just as crazy
right.
and terrible in Japan. Okay, So now you're almost back to where you were.
I'm down to 1 life again, though. So.
Yeah.
Oh, shucks. I'm standing up too early in these things for some reason.
And I was ducking too late.
Just need to split the difference.
Yeah. This isometric view is really effective. Oh. You're killing me.
I don't think you can jump over it. I think you have to go down.
But you have like some recollection a little bit, it seems, of like being able to do it. I said again, you should be able to blow these things up.
Go. Getting the hang of it again.
Yeah.
See, the problem is, maybe what I didn't make clear last time is, you have to press down and jump to fall through the platforms.
Yeah.
But you actually do go up a little bit when you do that.
Because you do a small jump.
You do a little hop, yeah. I left a little short flank at the bottom. It goes really fast. And it gets faster as you move right.
Oh, really?
I think they're all timed for all the ones that are on the screen.
I see.
So as you move them off screen, it gets faster. Well, these guys down at the bottom are being pains in the butt.
Oh, no. Well, how many continues do we get? This is the last one,
I think we had 3. Yeah, this might be it. Maybe we don't get through Contra. That would be our fit with our theme.
Okay, I can duck now, so...
Yeah, I can duck and jump.
Okay, it's because I was running and pulling down at the same time.
Yeah, stop and jump.
Yeah, I think so, at least for me.
Oh, yeah, you shoot, you angle downward.
That's what it was. I was just like kind of freaking out and trying to duck. I need to stop moving. That's what I wanted to do. See, that's the 2-player thing, though.
Yeah,
because I'm sitting there cornering this side over here.
I got hit by that guy that wasn't even shooting.
Alright, there we go.
Ah, that slow down. Alright, hold up, hold up.
I'm hold up.
Thank you.
Oh.
Sure. Pro mode.
Total pro mode. Okay, I guess I gotta jump.
I don't think you can.
Oh no!
I don't think you can make
yeah.
that. I think you gotta go.
Yeah, go down here.
So, just get closer and I'll.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
Full. It's a really tight jump.
Ooh.
I feel like we're kind of bonding over this right now, Ian.
All right.
We're getting our groove. Oh, I did the... I'm not getting my groove.
I'll just chill here.
Yep. Ah, there we go.
You really do have to coordinate in this game.
You do. It's kind of cool like that, though. We are one.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I went down.
One more.
Oh. There we go.
This is gonna be. I've never done this to 2-player.
Oh, man. Don't say that to me.
Gotta scroll the other guy on.
Okay, so what do I got to do?
I don't know. Try doing what I'm doing. See if we can get the screen over a little bit more.
I will die if I do that.
I believe in you.
Oh, yeah, I think you could go over.
Oh, maybe you can get up. If I stay here,
Uh-huh. You
so
him
you
to
can
come
just
over?
rush into that armor.
Okay.
Go, go, go. All right. And I'll actually do it. So you get up on the other side, and then I'll do. And just stop. I'll come join you in a second.
Yeah.
There we
Look
go.
at that. It's like they knew what to do.
Now stay back, because that guy shoots a little bit over the ledge. Man, it's tough to scroll things on with 2 players.
Yeah. I'm too afraid.
Betting there's a turret here.
Yeah.
No?
No?
Up
How did
there.
that happen?
Let's not let this bottom part get crowded.
Oops.
We both died. That was amazing.
That was awesome. Well, we were perfectly coordinated.
Oh, come on! Come on! Oh, we have another continue.
Okay.
All right.
It's a miracle.
We got this.
No, we don't. I believe in you, Ian.
We're getting slowly further, though. I think even the stage after this stage is not very challenging.
It's just this one.
This one and the last one are hard, and the rest are kind of. Can you proceed? And there's a guy there, but I'll shoot from here.
Go for it.
I do not want laser.
Okay.
Not when I have a machine gun anyway. It's
I
not
kinda
gonna go
don't want it
away,
either.
so either you get it or
We'll avoid it.
I don't think we need to make that jump. So
Whoops. Do we have to go down here at the bottom for the
Yeah,
jump?
you do.
Okay. Fine. Why did I do that? Just trying to make it challenging for you, Ian. Actually, me staying in it makes it challenging for you. It's all you.
we got 2 lives now, and I think we're gonna be all right. Getting the hang of the
2 lives and no waiting for
timing on
me.
these. Dead weight's gone.
Dead weight is gone. Albatross off his shoulders. Oops. I just love that so much is going on in this game. Remember the game Midnight Resistance?
I don't know that one. What's that? Is that
It's
an
very
game?
similar. Another 2-player game. It was in the arcade and it was also on Genesis. And I just remember you're always collecting keys because it kind of reminded me of this. I'm sure it was inspired by this, but it had weapon lockers all over the place, and the keys were for the weapon lockers.
Oh, interesting.
And so you would see all these lockers and you knew which weapon you wanted to get based off which locker you're going to take your keys to. And then there were sequences where somebody would be driving a Jeep and you just hop on the Jeep and you're running people over and stuff. It was really cool. And it had a special controller in the arcade that was like one of those dial joystick style things. So you can shoot
I'm
all
not even sure what it is.
angles. It's always been kind of challenging to do a run and gun game where you have basically a D-pad and buttons
I can
because
get under this guy without getting burned.
the stick and pivot issue always comes up. Like Earthworm Jim had it whenever you're shooting, you're standing still.
Yeah.
This one you get to run and shoot, but then there's weird conditions in which you stop and all that sort of stuff too. So it's always been challenging. But with those special controllers like Atari Warriors had and stuff like that, it kind of alleviated some of that.
All right, here we go.
Steve
Plus
says
time.
Ian is last man standing.
Ian is
Yeah.
last man standing.
I am. This guy's tough.
Oh yeah, this guy is awesome.
Such a great character.
Like, where's the Halloween costume for this guy? It's like something from the Running Man. That's awesome.
We got it.
Giant boss. It's cool.
The door was awesome.
Yeah, like jukebox.
Yeah.
I'm not taking your character.
we want to do a Contra collection. That's part of the reason we're streaming this.
Yeah, we would love to do one. And like everything, it's like if you really feel like you want something like a Contra collection, always just reach out to the publisher and let them know that, because that's part of the process for them is to find out what people really want. And if you're not telling them, they're just going to look at market data. And market data is not always kind to even some of the best of games, because sometimes a re-release comes at a bad time or whatever. And so when you look up data on the last sales of a game or whatever, it might not look as good as what its actual potential is. So having you reach out and talk to publishers, in this case like Konami, it's always helpful.
I like that. I didn't do it, but you can actually stand on top of
All the
spike walls.
Yeah, Iron Maiden.
It's really hard to hit them just right. They do have collision.
I just like that there's the concept that there's some fortress is going to have walls with spikes like this. Who's the architect for these guys? Like there's something there. There's a good story about the architect of people who make secret layers like this for running gun games. It's like these claws. What purpose do these claws serve in real world terms?
They stab the protagonist.
I mean, are those conveyor belts that you're on? So, like, do they have, like, stuffed animals going by? So it's like a UFO game or whatever?
It's really a stuffed animal factory.
Yeah, exactly. And what a front for bad guys, the stuffed animal factory. Man. If at any point, like, you're just wondering what to do next in a game, throw a minecart in there. It's the best thing ever. I like that it has the consistent, they have that, like, power-up motif with the eagle or whatever it is on everything. It's so awesome. Even the cart has that logo.
That is the logo of the Red Falcon, who is the boss of this game.
The boss of the game?
Yeah.
It's so cool. I love, like, even in these very simple games, like, that kind of storyline and that through line can be still be registered in it. Dr. Wily built this one. Yeah. This is Dr. Wily's. Dr. Wily probably did architecture for a lot of other games.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
Go back and forth here. There's a wall at the end.
It's like that Galaxy Quest
cool.
engine room thing.
One cycle. That was nice. Ah.
Oh my god.
Curse words.
Curse words.
Oh, come on!
No!
Come on! We were there. Well, that's it.
Over. That's
all right. Well, that was good. How long did that take? Are we about halfway? Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. So
we'll go to
usual.
Super C.
Yeah, let's do Super C.
That was the second to last stage, so we were close.
Still love this game, even though I'm terrible at it.
Sorry.
My old age.
I'll stay seated till we're on standby.
We'll be right back.
I'm glad we're getting to do this stuff.
Yeah. For me, it's just